Hello, my name is Larisa Tarasevich and I am an English teacher from Russia. I am going to tell you about my global collaborations with classes around the world. Well, I should say that global project is the way of my teaching. Global project is the way of my life even. And I should say that lots of various projects have been done during all these years of teaching. Lots of exchanges. We exchange parcels, we exchange toys, books, letters, lots of things. Well, and this project is very loved by students. They loved them very much. They enjoyed them very much. And they are still popular nowadays. Well, and so my global collaboration grew bigger and bigger. So once I took my students for global exchange. Well, I took my students to India, and then I took them to Taiwan. They lived in the families. They studied at Indian and Taiwanese school. They attended the lessons, the workshops. They went to excursions. They study cultural traditions of the country by watching everyday life of the families. It was really a great experience. And one of the most important event was also when we hosted Indian friends in our town, in my school, a week of their staying here. And during this week, we took them to the musical school. We taught them folk dances and songs. We took them to the church. We showed them all around our rich nature, our park, our forest, our lakes. We even took them to the field trip with our students. Well, boys chop wood for the campfire, and we had a barbecue, and they also experienced Russian banya. They had an experience of Russian banya, and girls went to the bakery, to the small private bakery, and made some bread with their own hands. Well, it was really a great exchange, a great collaboration, and studying about each other's culture just from the first hands, just communicating and working hand in hand together. Now it's a great memory because it's not quite a calm period of time on our planet. We did not stop traveling when the pandemic started, I should say. I took my student for a month's virtual tour when the pandemic started. Well, and my colleagues around the world helped me with it. They prepared, sometimes alone, sometimes with students, they prepared presentations and quizzes for my students. And twice or three times a week, we had a new trip to a new country. We even made a road of our virtual trips of visits and a map when we put a flag to the city we visited virtually. Well, and sometimes it was a real virtual tour when a teacher took his smartphone and while walking along the streets of the town, showed us all things around. Well, that was really also interesting. And 2 years ago, when the pandemic started, it was a big stress, I should say, a stress for everybody, for, I think, mostly for adults. And this trip, this virtual trip, was like a breath of fresh air. We forgot about everything that was around us, and we enjoyed communicating with peers around the world. I enjoyed communicating with my colleagues, and my students enjoyed the communication with their peers. Well, as for now, I'm focused on extensive reading. I do some projects with extensive reading. 3 years ago, we organized, with a colleague from Mexico, we organized Global Reading Club. It is an all year round project that is held on the platform, in Kidlink platform. There are 3 phases. The first phase is based on collaboration of 2 schools. They are not 2 schools, but we divide schools into pairs. They collaborate on Flipgrid. So students make a video recording of about their favorite books, and then they watch each other video and leave comments. So this is the way the collaboration is taking place. And they can also organize meeting face-to-face when it is possible, when it is when we have difference in time, or it is possible to organize. Well, the second phase is a reading marathon that I have been doing for many years, when students, classes meet and read to each other, read aloud for each other. Usually they choose national books, but in English. Also here, I organize meeting with English writers, with American writers. When some classes with their teachers organized in one video conference, and the guest speaker is a real writer. Usually such interaction is very interesting and engaging for students. When the writer reads or her poems, some pages of the books, shows the pictures and interact with students. Sometimes it is a kind of interview to the writer, and this is the way students fall in love with reading for pleasure, reading additional literature in English. And the third step, the third phase, is creative writing. It is not finished, it has just started, and we are collecting creative writing works done by students. They could be small poems or short stories or even novels. There are also some videos done by English writers where they recommend how to do it, where they give advice how to write a poem, how to create a story. And teachers can use it to teach their students how to write. And so these are about some words about these kind of projects. Well, what should I say? I would like to collaborate with you. If we have not met yet, you can leave a comment. You can message me, and we can organize an interesting project. Also, I welcome you to Kidlink projects. There are a lot of them. Now we have a traditional, quite old and favorite project like Landmark Games that starts every year on the 1st of September. Oh, sorry, on the 1st of February. Well, I invite you for collaboration. Thank you for attention. Good luck. Bye-bye.